Good morning students. In previous class what you have learned, we learned about sound. Okay, what is the meaning of sound and how does the sound produced and propagation of sound. Propagation of sound in solids and propagation of sound in liquids. Okay, these are all the topics we are learned in previous class. Okay, in this class we shall learn about the how do we hear sound. Okay, how do we hear sound? Okay, we know that we hear a sound by using our ear. Okay, we hear a sound through our ears, and our ear is made up of mainly three parts, that is outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Okay, by using a ear, how do we hear sound? Let's see how to hear the sound. Okay, this is the structure of our ear. Okay, human ear. This is the structure of the human ear. Here this part is the outer ear, this is the outer ear, and this is middle ear, and this is inner ear. These are all the three main parts of the ear. Okay, the outer ear also called a pinna. Okay, we call it as a external pinna or pinna. Okay, the outer ear. Okay, the outer ear. Okay, this is the outer ear. This outer ear collects the sound. Okay, it collects the sound. It collects the sound. Okay, it collects the sound and directs it down to eardrum. Okay, this is a eardrum. This part is called a eardrum. Eardrum, and this is a ear canal. Okay, ear canal. Okay, what is the function of the outer ear? The outer ear which collects the sound and passed into a eardrum by using a ear canal. Okay, outer ear collects the sound and passed to eardrum through ear canal. Okay, it collects the sound and passed to eardrum. Okay, eardrum through what? Ear canal. Okay, through ear canal. This is the function of outer ear. Okay, it collects the sound and pass to eardrum through ear canal. Okay, this part of the ear will connect the sound from other sources and pass it into eardrum through ear canal. Okay, this is a ear canal. This part is called a ear canal, and this is a eardrum. Okay, eardrum. The eardrum is a stretched membrane. Is like a stretched membrane. Okay, this eardrum is like a stretched membrane. Okay, when it is receives the sound. Okay, when it is receives from the sound from the outer ear, it starts to vibrates. Okay, it starts to vibrates. This vibration causes the middle ear bones or ossicles. Okay, that vibrations causes the ossicles and move, which amplify the vibrating sound them to cochlea. Okay, this part. Okay, this part we call it as a cochlea. This is a part of cochlea which is present in the inner ear. Okay, cochlea. Okay, cochlea. Okay, that is a eardrum. Eardrum is a stretched membrane. Okay, when it receives the sound from the outer ear, it starts to vibrates. Okay, it's a eardrum. It starts to vibrates. Okay, that vibrations causes to move, which amplify the vibrations and send them to cochlea, which is present in the inner ear. Okay, what is the function of the eardrum? Eardrum. Okay, eardrum. Okay, eardrum is like a stretched membrane. Okay, remember it. Eardrum is like a stretched membrane. When it receives the sound. Okay, when it receives a sound from outer ear. Okay, when it receives a sound from outer ear, it starts to vibrates. Okay, it starts to vibrates. These vibrations causes middle ear bones or ossicles. Okay, ossicles. which means to move, which amplify the vibrations and send them to cochlea, okay, which causes ossicles and send them to cochlea, okay, cochlea, which is present in the inner ear. This is the function of the eardrum, okay. This cochlea, okay, this cochlea transfers the vibrations into nerves, okay. This cochlea transfers the vibrations into nerve impulses and transmits them to the brain, okay. Then we hear the sound, okay. This is the procedure to hear the sound by using our ear, okay. What is the function of the inner this cochlea? Cochlea will transforms the vibrations into nerves, okay. Transforms vibrations, okay. Transforms vibrations to nerves and transmits them to brain, okay. Transmits them to brain, okay. Thus we hear the sound, okay. At first the outer ear collects the sound from the various source, okay. The outer ear collects the sound from other source and it passes to eardrum, okay. When we collect this sound from the outer ear and it passes to eardrum through ear canal, okay. This is the function of the outer ear. Then when the eardrum receives the sound, it starts to vibrates, okay. Eardrum starts to vibrates. That vibrates causes the ossicles, okay, which means the ossicles means to move, which amplify the vibrations and send them to cochlea, okay. That ossicles the ossicles send the amplify the vibrations and send to the cochlea that is present in the inner ear, okay. This is the inner ear. Inside the inner ear the cochlea is present, okay. This cochlea transfers the vibrations to the nerves and transmits them to brain, okay. Then we hear the sound, okay. Okay, you always remember one thing, we should never insert any sharp pointed or hard things into our ear, okay. This may damages the eardrum, which can impair our hearing ability, okay. Remember one thing, we should never insert any sharp pointed pin etc. and hard things into our ear, okay. This may damage it damages the eardrum, which can impair our hearing ability, okay. Remember one thing, okay. Thus we hear the sound, okay. Next we move on to the properties of sound, okay. Next we move on to the properties of sound, okay. We know that sound is propagated in the form of a wave of vibrations, okay. We know that sound is a propagation, okay. Sound is propagated in the form of wave of vibrations, okay. This is a sound wave. Let's see it more. Okay, this is a sound wave. You know that sound is propagated in the form of wave of vibrations, okay. The first property is the sound has a amplitude, okay. The sound has amplitude, okay. Amplitude. We know that the sound is propagated by the vibrations in the particle of medium, okay. The sound is propagated in the form of wave. This is a sound wave, okay. We know that sound is propagated by the vibrations in the particles of medium about a mean position, okay. The amplitude means the maximum displacement of the vibrating particle from the mean position to either the extreme positions, okay. This is a mean position. The maximum distance or displacement, okay. The maximum distance or displacement of the vibrating particle, okay. This is a sound wave. The maximum distance or displacement, okay. This is an amplitude of the sound, okay, which means the maximum displacement or distance of a vibrating particle from the mean position to the extreme position. This is called amplitude of the sound, okay. amplitude. The sound has a amplitude. The amplitude means the maximum distance of the vibrating particle from the mean position to the extreme position is called amplitude. Okay, the maximum distance or displacement. Okay, the maximum distance of vibrating particle, the vibrating particle from mean position. Okay, from mean position to extreme position. Okay, this is called amplitude. Okay, the first property is amplitude. The sound has a amplitude means the maximum distance. Okay, the maximum distance of vibrating particle, from mean position to the extreme position. Okay, it's called amplitude. So the sound has a amplitude. Okay, and the next property is sound has time period. Okay, sound has a time period. The sound has a time period. Okay, time period of a sound wave refers to the time taken by a particle of the medium to complete the one vibration. Okay, one vibration. Okay, here to here. Okay, this is an one vibration. Okay, the time taken by the sound to complete the one vibration. Okay, when the sound is completing one vibration, this is one vibration. This is called a time period. Okay, time period. Okay, the time taken by a particle to complete one vibration. Okay, the time taken by a particle to complete one vibration. Okay, one vibration. Here this is an one vibration. Okay, the time period of a sound wave. Okay, the time period of a sound wave refers to the time taken by a particle to complete the one vibration. Okay, here to here is one vibration. Okay, the time taken by a particle to complete the one vibration, that's called time period. So the sound has a time period. Okay, this is the second property. Okay, and always the time period is measured in seconds. Okay, always the time period is measured in seconds. Okay, the third property is frequency. Okay, sound has a frequency. Frequency. Okay, what do you mean by frequency? The number of oscillations completed in 1 second. Okay, is called frequency. Okay, the number of oscillations completed in 1 second is called a frequency. Okay, and the frequency is represented by frequency is expressed in hertz, and hertz is represented by Hz. Okay, what is the frequency? The number of oscillations. Okay, the number of oscillations completed in 1 second. Okay, completed in 1 second is called a frequency, and frequency is expressed in terms of hertz. Okay, hertz, and this hertz is represented in by Hz. Okay, the hertz is represented by Hz. Okay, these are all the properties of sound. Okay students, in this class we learned about the properties of sound and how we hear a sound. Okay, in next class we will learn about characteristics of sound. Okay, thank you.